You did task me, Pards, with the creative process of doing a tribute for Son. It could have been a poem.
In only the way you can.
Only the way I can.
There's no one else on TalkSport, mate, could do that.
It is my tribute to Heung-min Son, the Spurs captain who is leaving to go to LAFC after 10 years at Spurs.
I just want to share the information that I decided to leave this club in this summer. Respectfully, this club is helping.
Dear son, first off, you're a don, and that's the very reason that I had to write this song. I know that there'll be haters saying that the game is gone, that we got that out the way. I'ma carry on and tell you the best I can about the way you made us feel. That night in Bilbao where broken hearts began to heal. It still don't feel real. I wish this weren't the end, even though we don't know you. You were like a best friend. To thousands in the stands and millions worldwide. Yeah, Tottenham's number 7. You wore the shirt with pride. When times got even harder, you were never one to hide. You could have jumped off the ship, but you're stuck by our side. Tottenham for life, a modern Ledley King. Captain incredible, flying down the wing. Nice one, Sonny, I can hear the army sing. I know it's for the best, but that doesn't stop the sting.
When it's time to say goodbye, I don't wanna see you cry. Of course, you'll always stay. You were always there,
Sonny, yo.
We'll always have yesterday.
You and Harry, man, what a combination. A legend for your club and a legend for your nation. Goal against Burnley, what a sensation. Even won a Puska for your marvellous creation. In the 100 club, led us to a trophy. Golden Boot winner, no denying he's an OG. I had to do this song just to show our gratitude. What an inspiration, so humble with your attitude. And now you're leaving us, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for the memories and ending on a high. Wherever you end up, this will always be your home. One day you will return like a king to claim the throne. And I'm with Madders, think of Spurs, you think of Son. Our fans will keep on singing for you long after you're gone. Nice one, Sonny, nice one, Son. And as you walk away, the Spurs go marching
When
on.
it's time to say goodbye, but in our hearts you'll always stay. You were always there, come with me.
Well, when you have that kind of, that moment and you're such a...
Becky's a Spurs fan, I'm sobbing, that's great, Majestic, I love it, I hope he hears it. Yeah, if you see the video, there's a picture of me, my dad and Son. And my dad never gets it, he called my dad Sir.
영국 방송사들은 일제히 자신만의 방식으로 손흥민과의 작별을 나누고 있고 그중 가장 선수에게 비판적인 사람들과 가장 우호적인 사람들이 두루두루 출연했던 토크스포츠는 스카이스포츠나 ESPN은 할 수 없는 형태로 헌사를 보냈습니다. 오늘은 토크스포츠에 오하라가 출연해서 숨막히게 할까? 다른 패널이 출연해서 전술에 대한 이야기를 해줄까? 마음 졸리던 시간들도 이젠 추억의 한 장으로 남게 되었습니다. 개인적으로 토크스포츠는 애증의 방송사였고 온갖 악담을 퍼붓는 하루가 있는 반면 그 누구도 못하는 직설적인 표현들로 토트넘 캡틴을 세계 최고 선수로 만들기도 했던 극단적인 채널이었습니다. 국영 방송사들에선 볼 수 없는 B급 감성이 만들어낸 산물이었고 지난 1년 내내 제발 오하라만 출연시키지 말라고 혼자 소리쳤으며 작별의 날에는 그의 이름도 얼굴도 보이지 않았습니다. 남은 것은 한국의 노래였고 아마 저에게도 이게 토크스포츠와는 마지막 기억입니다. 사람의 마음이 간사한 게 가끔 속에 불을 지피던 방송사와의 작별조차도 조금은 아쉽고 아직은 실감나지 않습니다. 토트넘의 레전드를 향한 그들의 마지막 수다를 지금 만나보겠습니다.
So yeah, that was written
very good.
as I was tasked by Mr. Pardew himself to do a little tribute for Sonny.
Well, when you have that kind of, that moment and you're such a, Spurs fan and you love them, I knew you put your heart and soul in it.
Well,
and it comes across brilliant, that was.
You know what? When you see legends leave your club, and this is why... and that's why Madge is a legend. I hate Spurs, but I can't knock talent. Whoever's text that, thank you very much. But as I say, listen, I hope the people that don't support Spurs can relate to how they feel about their legends, for example. And you know what? Especially everything that's happened over the summer with Diego Jota passing away and his brother, which was so sad. And, sometimes it's nice to tell people while they're still here how much they mean to us and the fan base, So I think that made it even more reflective.
I always think that when I go to funerals, people say all these wonderful things at funerals about somebody who's passed.
Yeah.
And actually never said anything like that when they were alive.
Yeah.
So, it's something to think about, actually.
Absolutely. And give more praise. And as you said, today, there's no point arguing who's a bigger legend, Harry Kane or Son. They're both legends. You know what? I had the pleasure of telling Maddison and Solanke and Brent Johnson and Mickey van der Ven at the boxing what it meant to us when we won that night. And that's why Son, for me, will forever go down a legend, because he gave us that night. And you know, we've had it on here when we saw the Toon Army win that trophy, and we was on air afterwards, and we had families calling us in tears, generations of people,
and Crystal Palace as
and
well.
Palace as well. You know, it's been
two brilliant fan bases have both won a trophy this year. It's been brilliant. And Spurs, so that's 3 really, because obviously Spurs won. He is carrying a hangover of that into this year, where he's done brilliantly, and now there's clubs interested in him. He's like, well, didn't show me that love last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Becky's a Spurs fan. I'm sobbing. That's great, Majestic. I love it. I hope he hears it. Adam said, please make that Son tribute available on Apple Music so I can add it to my playlist. Madge, the Son tribute was pure quality from Baz, the Charlton fan. Captured everything about him. Pure class, mate. Listen, as I said, it's nice to get creative, and that's why I said in the start of the lyric is I'll probably get some haters saying, oh, the game's gone. You know what I mean? Because I'm being emotional and reflecting on that. But I couldn't care less. I love Sonny.
Oh, that's right.
You know, that picture that come up on there with me, my dad and him, it was my dad's birthday at when we was in the Champions League.
Because we was watching the video on the screen here, but obviously people listening on the radio ain't going to see that. No, that video was very good.
Yeah, if you see the video, there's a picture of me, my dad and Son. And my dad never gets it. He called my dad Sir. He was so polite. So I said, oh, Sonny, you can have a picture, please. It's my dad's birthday. He said, oh, happy birthday, sir. He was just so nice. Yeah. Brilliant.
자신이 가장 좋아하는 클럽의 레전드가 아버지를 선생님이라고 불러주고 환하게 웃으며 생일을 장식한 기억은 영원히 사라지지 않습니다. 북런던 사람들에겐 각자의 사연이 쌓여있고 10년간 손흥민이 언제 어디에서 어떤 인품을 보여줬는지 우린 미처 다 알지도 못합니다. 한 명 한 명의 기억이 곳곳에 흩어져 있었기 때문입니다. 작별과 함께 그 하나하나의 이야기가 한 곳에 모이고 있고 요약하면 팀에서 가장 훌륭한 선수가 가장 좋은 사람이기도 했다였습니다. 자신이 만나본 가장 좋은 사람이라던 사르나 메디슨의 인터뷰를 수십 수백의 사람들이 보증하고 있고 라이벌 팬들마저 눈물을 흘리고 있다는 코멘트들은 그가 지난 10년을 어떻게 살아왔는지 생생하게 보여줍니다. 축구 선수의 이적이 아니라 친구이자 형제의 작별로 여기는 그들이 바로 손흥민이 낳은 가장 아름다운 유산들이고 어쩌면 트로피보다 값진 가치입니다. 다시 한번 소개하지만 토크스포츠의 패널들이 아마도 창립 이래 가장 감정적인 말을 쏟아냈던 하루는 손흥민이 우승을 차지했던 그 날입니다. 단순하게 토트넘의 성취가 아니라 손흥민이란 인간에게 집중했고 어제까지 다른 팀 선수들의 경기력을 비판했던 사람들을 순식간에 시인으로 만들어냈었습니다. 다음 보실 영상은 영국인들이 왜 손흥민의 작별에 감상적인지 그가 도대체 무엇을 북런던에 남겼는지 가장 쉽게 이해할 수 있는 대화 중 하나입니다.
Well, so much to talk about. I didn't cry. Look, Tottenham are a big team who win things. I've been saying that for so long. Slightly disappointing they've now won something, so I can't say it ironically. But when I didn't cry properly until Sonny was handed the trophy. And just to see his smile, I've been so worried all week that he'd be sad. And I've seen him and Harry Kane look sad so many times. So to see his beaming smile with something silver, Darren, was just the most heartwarming. I just completely choked. I just couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah, I think they'll make films about players like Son and Ange, to be fair, but Son in particular. I mean, he arrived at Spurs. He couldn't speak English in his first year. I remember I was covering the club at the time. He'd come from Bayer Leverkusen, I think it was, and he couldn't speak English and he hated it here and he wanted to leave, and it was the intervention of the Spurs chairman Daniel Levy to persuade him to stay, to give the club another year, and he finally managed to adapt. And you know, his English is better than mine. I think he's been an exceptional player for the club over the years, particularly in those years when they had Harry Kane, who would obviously, they were called the Harry Kane team, but there were lots of occasions where Kane didn't play. And Son was simply outstanding that people don't recognise. He is, on his day, I think he could have made it into any team in the Premier League, including Manchester City at their very best. That's how good he is. He's probably dropped off now, as Spurs fans will probably tell you. But in terms of how big a contribution he's made to the club, it's been massive. He utterly deserves that first European trophy since 1984. It's really, really important for all the people who might be taking their kids to Saturday football, Sunday football today, all those people who dream but they think it could never happen to me. Fantastic season for the people who dare to dream, who dare to believe.
Men and football fans and human beings feel things and be able to talk about their emotions, which is a lot of the time I think what football's for, is to help us enjoy our lives.
Charlie, I think you're absolutely right. I think you're speaking to a wider point, which is that this is very much the year of the underdog. This is the year they've done it the hard way, but they've come out on top.
I watched, there was a Spurs video I watched, sorry Dan, where they just said, show us videos of the final whistle wherever you were. And it made you know Spurs were a big club, but I never really it was just everywhere, all around the world, every city in the States, Australia, Asia, everywhere. And I was like, this is all these people around the world, whatever reason, are Spurs fans. Just suddenly this outpouring of amazing emotion was just so beautiful.
토트넘 팬 3명의 대화가 아니라 토트넘의 몰락을 바랐던 사람까지 손흥민의 우승에는 눈물을 흘렸습니다. 고작 공놀이가 어떻게 사람의 마음을 훔칠 수 있는지 묻는다면 그 종목에 헌신하는 사람이 있기 때문입니다. 거기에 시간이란 마법까지 첨가되면 어느 순간 타인이 곧 가족처럼 여겨지고 그의 성취와 눈물이 곧 내 것처럼 느껴지는 화학작용이 일어납니다. 20대 초반에 앳된 얼굴로 도착한 소년이 30대의 캡틴이 되고 여전히 팀을 위해 모든 것을 바치던 불꽃 같은 여정은 마음을 가진 대부분의 사람들을 동시에 뜨겁게 만들었습니다. 그리고 그가 가장 행복했던 그날 함께 걸은 수많은 사람들이 그 감정을 나눠 가졌고 눈물을 흘렸습니다. 불과 3개월이 지나고 정상에서 떠나는 그의 뒷모습을 지켜보는 사람들의 감정도 같은 의미입니다. 우리가 키워낸 아이가 우리의 전설로 떠났기 때문입니다.
Keep Sonny.
I just offended.
Yeah, absolutely keep Sonny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bit of a
player of the
ledge
year
here.
last year, he is the man.
Keep Son, yeah, I love Son. So I'm going to keep Son.
Yeah. Why do you think?
Well, I just think he's a world-class player. Oh, yeah, I'd keep Son.
Yeah, he's pretty decent.
Definitely keep Son. He's
Supported,
he's magic. He's a great player. Yeah, wonderful person to watch when he's on full stream. Yeah.
Definitely.
Love Sonny. Great for the club.
He's pulled us out of a lot of holes, and yeah, he's stepped up to the plate. So I like Son.
Yeah.
You're asking some cruel questions here because
I'm so sorry.
Dybala is sensational and a lot of big clubs want he'll go to a very big club. If you're putting head over heart, you might go Dybala, but for what Son has done and for the way he's improved as a player at Spurs, and you kind of feel with Son, he's a fan of Spurs as well as a player. It's heart and a bit of head as well. Stick with Son, but that's a tough question. You're very ruthless. You should. You're heartless. You are.
He made the questions. I know. I'm non-biased here.
Oh, you got to keep Sonny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He's the football club through and through.
Keep Son.
Keep Son. Yeah.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Oh, that's a hard one.
I know.
I mean, I know Son, and he has been brilliant for us. So I'd keep him because I think he is a star man at Tottenham. So
You want to keep your legends at the moment, don't
exactly.
you?
Love Sonny.
Yeah.
All day long.
So we've got to keep him, yeah?
All day long.
Fab.
Sonny's our boy.
Thank you to everyone that spoke with us.
이렇게 우리의 아이는 새로운 집을 찾아 떠나게 되었습니다. 미소와 눈물은 모두의 가슴속에 영원히 남게 되었고 토트넘과 데스크 시절을 추억하면 그를 응원한 누구라도 아련해질 것입니다. 그 시절에는 우리가 살아온 기억도 함께 있기 때문입니다. 낯선 타지에서 매일 사투를 펼쳤던 제 하루 중 그저 같은 나라에서 왔다는 이유 하나만으로 자부심이 되어주셔서 할 수 있다는 용기를 주셔서 외국도 집이 될 수 있다는 믿음을 주셔서 힘든 하루 끝에도 그 득점 하나로 모든 것을 잊게 해주셔서 영원히 감사합니다.